teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the run. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 after the 29. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have.
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Clark. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand, at least hold them to 3.
Punch it out of the air. Touchdown, South Carolina. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Benedict. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. rides to the back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. It's complete. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Benedict. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
The kick is on its way. He takes it at the 45. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got the quick pass. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll give it to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
That's caught. It's locked. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super
breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. And, guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
Sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The option look. Now the toss. At the 35, he's open. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big.
Turning it on! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. Quickly complete. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Still looking on the move. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got his man downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Try to barge their way in. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! It's a much-needed buy from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Going to try to get it himself. He's out of bounds after a good pickup, and the clock will stop not only because he's out of bounds, but it's the 2-minute timeout. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try it over the left side. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Off-play action on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man out of the backfield. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quickly complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Zings it complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Love. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Benedict. Delivers the stiff arm. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Dogs want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the left. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He might want another play. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the left. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to fire. Here's the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Grab near the marker. It's Wiley. Smashes through the tackle. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Wants to throw it. Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Wiley. Made a defender miss. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Georgia going up tempo. They'll run it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. The offense changing the play. Snaps it in the shotgun. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch, man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole...
Breaks into the open on the left. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Good timing on the quick out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play-action by this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 17 to Eastern Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Love. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll throw on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Love. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Might be changing the route. Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Love. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. On the run, still looking. Unleashes one. Tosses it incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense is sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires toward the target. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Hill. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment.
There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead.